The thing that I am the most proudest of in my life is one thing by far, and that is my family. Been married 23 years and I have a great family. My wife, my son, and my daughter. Both of my children are grown. They're young adults. And what I'm going to share with you right now is the advice that I give my children, or the advice that I've given my children over the years, from being small children to young adults. And a lot of these conversations that I've had with my children have been both positive and negative, in the sense that a lot of them have been easy or fun. And I've also had the conversations with them where it was very difficult. So here's the advice that I have for my children. I'm going to share with you, and the reason I'm sharing this with you is because if it helps you, it is a good thing. And I often tell my children, more so my daughter right now, because she's a little bit younger, and my son's already grown. He's been grown for a while, so he's heard these conversations in the past. And now it's time for my younger daughter to hear it, is do your part, whatever that is, whether it's being a good person, being consistent, being a good friend, a good stranger as well. As do your part. Do your part. At the same time, expect the other person in your life, whether it's a friend, a co-worker, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, to do their part. You have to do that. I share with my children as if it was me. In other words, I'm going to do my part. And I'm not a perfect person, but I'm going to do my part as a husband, as a father, as a friend. And at the same time, I have expectations of others for people to do that. So that's what I share with my children, is to do their part first and foremost, and expect the other people, the other person, to do their part. The other thing is outlook. Outlook is a choice. Yes, we're going to have challenges, but would you rather look at the glass half empty or half full? Outlook is a choice that we as individuals have, and sometimes people forget that. So I tell my children, definitely, what's your outlook? Look at the big picture, I tell them, of whatever it is that they're doing, and see where it's working, what's going well, and at the same time see what's not going well. I tell my children, communicate. It's easy for humans, especially me, my personality in the past is to communicate about the good things. But it was very difficult for me to bring up something when I should have. So I tell my children, from a lot of the things that I've learned in my life, is I give them nuggets, or I think they're pointers to make their lives easier. Of course, they're going to do their decisions. They're going to make their own decisions. They're going to have successes, and they're also going to have their own failures. So I don't expect them to listen to everything that I tell them and not make their own mistakes. That's not realistic. So again, communication is very important. I tell my children, take care of your health, because nobody can do that for you. If it means physical health or mental health, going for a walk, going for a run, going for exercise, to do it. Nobody can do that for them. And the reason I highly stress physical fitness to my children is because I want them to live a good, healthy life, both physically and mentally. And again, that's something that I do. So I try to lead by example, but I don't do it just because they're looking at me. I do it because I believe in physical fitness, health, physically, mentally, spiritually as well. These are some of the things that I share with them. The other thing is look in the mirror. We have to look in the mirror sometimes and say, you know what, I can improve on this, or I didn't do this right. But at the same time, look in the mirror and say, hey, this is what's working for me. I'm very happy about this. The hard work is paying off. So look in the mirror for both positive and negative things. One of the things that I've learned in life is, in communicating, is to say what's on your mind. But another thing is to listen to people. Listen to whoever you're having a conversation with. Listen for feedback. And that's something that was somewhat difficult for me, not because I'm arrogant and I think I know it all. It's because my mind was somewhere else. Sometimes I'm listening or speaking to someone, with someone, but my mind is technically somewhere else. And that's an area of improvement that I really needed a lot, and I've been working on that, so that's a good thing. The advice that I give my children is be a good person. Be a good person because it's a good thing to do, because it's the right thing to do. Do the right thing. Be a good person even when nobody is watching. Be consistent. Be consistent in the sense that don't surprise people and say, hey, I wasn't expecting that from this person, or this curveball, when there are big curveballs in life. But be consistent so people know who you are. Whether they just met you, they can get a feel for who you are, or they've known you. And it goes back to that thing of doing your part in communicating and doing the right thing consistently. I don't expect my children to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Believe me, I've made mistakes in my life. But the good thing is paying attention works. For me, paying attention has shown me a lot. I've grown a lot from paying attention, and it's made my life sweeter. I want the best, just like any other parent out there. I want the best for my children. And today I was sending some pictures to my son and one to my daughter, and my wife was on the message as well via text. And one of the pictures was of my wife and my daughter, and she must have been maybe 4. The other picture was of my son and myself, and he was maybe 11. And my wife made the comment, can we go back in time just for one day because our children are grown? No, we can't. However, the good news is that we have the memories, we have the pictures, we have the video of times when times were simpler, because when we lock our door at night, we knew that both of our children were with us. And that's the thing, that children will grow. My mom would always say that children don't belong to us because one day they leave the house. And I think that's true, because now we're empty nesters. My child, or children, consist of Molly and my cats. Of course we have our children. They don't live here in the house, but they're still our children. Definitely enjoy the moment is another thing that I tell my children. My wife taught me that, to enjoy the moment, to cherish it, because I may have a vision or plans of the future, but we don't know if we'll get there. Sometimes we will, and what if we don't? Then we wasted the moment. Those are some of the things that I like to share with my children. Making adjustments, constant communication, find a mentor, have goals, work hard, play hard, celebrate life, celebrate yourselves. So Father's Day just passed, and I got a few messages which surprised me from some people saying, hey, happy Father's Day. I thought that was very nice of them to take a moment to say that. And this channel is for me to mentor individuals. The majority of the people I will never get to meet face to face, but we'll communicate with technology the way we do. And it's a good opportunity for me. So I just wanted to share something completely from left field, something that I take serious, that I take the pleasure of interacting with people all the time. Take care.